Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I want to talk about another story involving DNP in the news. Fortunately, this guy didn't die, but he is pretty much scarred for life as a result of it. And I've covered this in the past. I've always pointed out that there are Boston Lloyd and a couple other people out there in the community who promote this stuff, and I've even had people tell me, oh, I should just use some DNP to cut quick. Look guys, look at the results of DNP and the death toll and everything from it. And people are sitting here worried about steroids and things. We don't have more than maybe a dozen deaths in recorded history that have been attributed to anabolic steroid use in any sort of healthy person. We're not talking about people who have cancers already or who are dying of AIDS. We're talking about healthy people who use them. The death rate is nearly zero on it, and they're widespread use, and they still carry risk. We still consider them risky. However, we take something like DNP, this is probably tied for being the single most dangerous drug used for body composition or athletic performance of any type. There are now over 60 deaths that have been attributed medically to DNP at this point. They're averaging 3 or 4 a year in the UK lately because it's so widespread in use there. And here's another story. A guy took too much of it. I'm going to link the news story down below. He's a bodybuilder. He pretty much had to go into a coma. They put him into an ice-induced coma to cool his body down, the paramedics, and he still had muscle start dying, and they had to cut an enormous chunk of muscle out of his calf. That is shown in the news story, so graphic warning there. But yeah, he is scarred for life and is expected to recover, but they thought he was going to die. They called in his family and told him, we think he's only got a few hours to live, but he managed to pull through after they brought him back out of the coma, minus a couple pounds of muscle tissue that they had to cut out surgically. And again, that's due to the body heat elevating too much. So guys, remember, there are dangerous things out there, and just because you have idiots like Boston Lloyd who are telling you DNP is okay to use, and everyone's saying, oh, only the really dumb people die on it. Well, it's been a whole lot of dumb people apparently. And it's a simple matter sometimes of if you guys get someone who's making it who's not real accurate with their scale, and they make a few mistakes with their mixer because they're in a hurry, you end up dying. Or you don't get any results because they underdose it. So seriously guys, stay away from DNP. And in all honesty, I think every one of these guys like Boston who are advocating DNP, we should probably just go ahead and charge them with manslaughter at this point. Not that it's going to matter, because Boston won't actually live long enough with what he does to serve out a full sentence at this point. I doubt he's going to be around in 5 to 10 years. But it's kind of the principle of the matter. All right guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. But let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go. Oh, Mount Bicepius.